lovely to be out the workshop for a little while, get back into the wilds, feel the breeze on your face, and be out with my favourite walking partner, which is Lois. So yeah, testing out a few bits of kit, testing out my foot because I've hurt my foot, Lois has hurt her back, so basically we're a couple of real cripples at the moment, but yeah, we'll see how we get on. The pub is always the fantastic lure to see if we can make it, so yeah, it's great. And it's, to be honest, it's probably the first day that we've had in a while that it's not actually raining. It did hammer it down last night, so lots of puddles, but so far it's pretty dry. Blossom's out already.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. A few leaves.
Again, tested out, tiny bit muddy. What it's all about, getting out into nature, feeling the wind on your face, feeling that sea spray. Absolutely fantastic. Beautiful little cut through, little stream running through, absolutely gorgeous. What I love about being self-employed is we're out here, we're walking along the coast with this fantastic view, and I've just got off the phone to a chap that wanted to order a woodlander, and he's in Egypt. And I was saying that I was just walking along the coast. He's just read the book The Salt Path, so he could have this in his sort of mind's eye, and he says to me that he's looking out of his office window looking out on the pyramids. So I said I'm looking out at this, he's looking out at pyramids, so the world suddenly gets this big. So yeah, fantastic. So yeah, what a place to be working today. This is my office, so I'm pretty lucky. So thanks everybody, thanks for the support. So we've got a little hitchhiker at the moment. First he landed on my backpack, then he landed on Lois's scarf. I think he's thinking the bright colours of flowers, but he seems a little bit dozy. I don't know whether it's still a bit too cold. The sun's brought him out, but he hasn't managed to get any energy from the flowers maybe. So we'll carry him along until we find somewhere sheltered. So we've got a very muddy path, and if you slip
So we're now here, not the most best scale map, but we're just near St Adhelm's Head, and we just want to go around this little bit to Chapman's Pool, and then we're going to have a bit of a break there, have a cup of tea, low tide, because I wanted to see if there was any really good fossils there, and then we're going to walk back into Worthma Travers.
Got to go up high, get around the top of this cliff. Let's hope it doesn't give way. Well, I'm not saying that Lois is heavy enough to make you give way, but we have had a lot of rain. Whoops, cut that out in editing. So it's somewhat windy on the top. They said that it might be 40 or 50. I'm not sure if it's that strong, but it's windy. So hold on to it.
So there's 1 mile to go before we get to Chapman's Pool, which is where we're going to have our tea break. But before we get there, we've got to go down here and all the way up that huge cliff over there.
So that was pretty damn steep, lots of steps, but at least we're out the wind at the bottom. But now, unfortunately, we gotta go all the way back up there again. Wow, that was a bit of a killer. Lois is not far behind me, so to come from over there has a lot of steps, but fortunately there is a bench now, so we're gonna have a sit, I think, and enjoy this view. What do you reckon, Lois?
It's high.
It's high. So that's where we were a few minutes ago.
Get up here.
There's a bench, Lois.
Right.
So we're walking down to a bay where 20 years ago Lois spotted a great big fossil, but I've got a feeling it might have been swept away. So we'll go and see. We'll go and have a look, see if it's down here. So it should be down in that bay. Another series of very muddy steps past the gorse down to the cove. It's pretty hard work when you've got to deal with steps that are basically water features, so you can't even bypass them because there's all brambles, so we're going to get muddy.
Unfortunately, this is the closest we're going to get to Chapman's Pool beach in the Cove, because there's been a massive landslide, and this mud, although it doesn't look too bad, you sink about a foot getting down, so I'm not sure if we're getting up that way.
I don't think you get back up either, yeah. And to be honest, walking on it might make it worse either.
I came here must be at least 25 years ago, and I don't know whether it was just a freak of the weather or the tide, but there was no sand or stones on this beach. It was just one big black plateau of rock with the most amazing dinosaur fossils I've ever seen in my life. So I wanted to bring Ben back to something spectacular that I'd seen, but obviously 25 years, a lot of erosion and landslides, and it was obviously just a once in a lifetime experience. So we're going to set up and have a cup of tea and just enjoy the sound of the waves and of the river coming down onto the shore.
So probably the most important part of a walk We've got the brew on. Got our little foam mats to sit on so we don't get a wet bum. And a nice view. So we've had our brew, we've all packed up. We've now got to try and find a way out of this ravine. It almost feels like we're in a sort of like a glacier almost at the moment. So yeah, head back up and see if we can get back on the path. So we have to deal with a lot of bramble and mud, and we've got to the bridge, and the bridge is actually underwater. So let's climb along the handrail, and now we're going up this mud fest. I mean, it's basically we're walking up a stream bed, and Lois is doing her best to stay upright. Good moves there, Lois. So we're back out the valley. We're now walking back on the coast path, and we're going to try and cut through on a few other paths to get back to another little village where this pub that Lois has been tempting me with all day is supposed to be located. So hopefully we'll find it, and it'll be that kind of thing that we'll probably get there and it'll be shut or something. So I'll keep you posted. But we're heading along this nice sort of flattish coast path now, so a little bit easier. It may look like a stream, but that is actually the path.
We've just come up from Chapman's Pool and through all the mud and the water. It's a little bit more epic than we imagined on this first little foray this year. But we're half a mile from the village, and then from there, once we've had a little break, I think it's only about half a mile back to the van. So let's see if the pub's open. I think Ben might have said that earlier, but now it's getting desperate.
Not only is it telling us the way, but I definitely see a tankard marked on that side. A well-deserved point at the end of an epic trail, Lois.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So we started at Acton, and then we went down to Dancing Ledge, Seacombe Cliffs, Winspit, St Adhelm's Head, and then round to Chapman's Pool, which is basically a big landslide now, as I said. So and then we took this route round, somewhere around here I think, back into Wortham Travers. We're now at the pub, which I don't know if that P means pub, but there it is. And then we're going to walk just 1 mile or so ish, a little bit along the road, and then back into Acton. We thought it was about 7 miles, but I think it's more like 10 or so.
Especially with the mud.
Yeah, the mud made it really hard. The mud made it feel like 20 miles.
So it was our first little adventure with a new camera, testing out Lois's bad back and my bad foot, and we managed it. So yeah.
So what did you think of that walk, Ben?
It was very muddy, probably the muddiest trail I think I've ever been on.
I think it's the muddiest walk I've ever been on. But I feel really windswept and covered in mud and tired, and that's fantastic.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
So
it was really good.
yeah, it's been a bit of fun. So I hope you've enjoyed our little trip. And yeah, tune in next time and we'll go on another little adventure, hopefully a little bit further. We'll all be fighting fit. So thanks again for watching.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. to the sign. We came from that direction then, and we set off this morning in that direction. So a complete loop, which was really nice. So a lot of fun.